Okay, so here we are going to close a round, which is row number 11. We count 3. No, pardon me. We chain 1, and then we count 3. 1, 2, 3. And we close our round. Okay, so then we're going to start row number 12, which begins with a V, which we take this chain, put our hook through it, like we've been doing it all this time. Nothing's changed. Okay, which is, we make a V, 1, pardon me, 2, 3, with 1 chain to separate. Grab our thread, we put it in through here, we make our V, there it is. Okay, then we crochet 1 chain, and then we make another V in here. Okay, so the 2 V's before that we didn't put a chain to separate, we do now. V here, chain to separate, V here. Okay, then we chain 1 and make another V in this V. Okay, then we crochet 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then we put our crochet hook in through the first loop. Then we crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put our crochet hook in through the second loop. Crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in through that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in through the last loop. Okay, so now we have 3 loops. We crochet 3, 1, 2, 3. Grab our thread. We make a V above the previous V that we made. Okay. Okay. 1 chain to separate. And then we put another V in where the previous, on top of it, the previous V that we made. 1. Okay. We chain 1. We make another V in the next V. Okay. We chain 1. And we make another V. Then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we do the same thing. Put it in through the first loop, crochet 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it into the second loop, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in through third loop. Then we chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in through the last loop, and then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab our thread and make our V in the previous V. Okay. And there you have it. Row number 12. Okay, let's recap. So, we made our V, separated by 1, another V, separated by 1 chain, and then another V. Then we chained 3, put it in through the first loop, chain 4, put it in through the second loop, chain another 4, put it in through the third loop, chain 4, put it in through the fourth loop, chain 3, we made a V, separated by 1, another V, separated by 1, another V, separated by 1, and another V, and then so forth. The only difference is that we have separated our V's with 1 chain each. That's the only difference. And we have 3 loops over here instead of 4. And all the loops are 4 chains each. And that is row number 12. Well, I am about to close round 12. Okay, so I made my V, and then I'm going to separate it with 1 chain, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. Put our hook through the third chain and pull our yarn out. Then I'm going to put my hook into this chain right here. I'm going to pull it out, pull it through, and there, we have closed round number 12. Now to start row 13, and like always, we are going to start out making a V in these 2 crochet sticks. So we chain 1, 2, 3, and make another chain to separate. Put our hook in through these 2 sticks right here. Okay. And there's our V. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to make another V right here between these 2, which is the V previous in the previous row. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to make another V in the V from the previous row right here. Okay, and then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to start making our hoops. We put our hook in through the first hoop, bring our yarn up and bring it through. We chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We put our hook in through the second hoop. Okay, we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we put our yarn through the last hoop right here. And then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab our yarn and we're making a V right here. Okay. and then we chain 1, and we're going to make another V right here. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3, and we repeat the pattern. 1, 2, 3. Make another V right here. Chain 1, make another V, and then you chain 3 and you make your hoops, and that's your pattern repeat. So let's recap. We made a V in the previous V that we had, that we first started at. We chained 3, then we made another V. We put 1 chain to separate, and then we made another V. Then you chain 3, you put your hook in through the first loop, bring it up, and you chain 4. You put your hook into the second loop, bring it up, chain 4. You put your hook into the last hoop, and you chain 3. Then you make a V, 1 chain to separate, you make another V, and then you crochet 3 chains and you make another V, chain 1, and then make another V, and that's how you continue doing it until you reach the very end. So we can start on round 14. There you have it. Okie dokie, here we are. We're going to close row number 13. So I did my V, and I have chained 1 for separation. I count 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we grab the chain here, and we close it, and there we have closed row number 13. Okay, we are going to start row number 14. So, like usual, like we've been doing, is make another V between those two right here. 1, 2, 3. 1 chain to separate. Okay, and there's our V. Now, we have to chain 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're gonna make another V in here, in this V. This was the separation of the 3, so now we've made 6, and this was where we're gonna put the next V. Sorry about that. Okay, there we have it. And then we're going to crochet 2, and then we're going to make another V right here in the last V of our row from our previous row, right there. Okay, and then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we put it in the loop, the first loop of our pineapple. We chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the last loop of our pineapple right here. See? Okay. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, grab our thread, and we make a V right here. Whoopsie. Okay. And then we chain 2, 1, 2, and make another V, and we just repeat what we've been doing. Okay. So here are our 3 chains from the previous row. So here we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab our thread, put it in the V here, and we make another V. Okay. We chain 2, 1, 2, make another V right here. Okay, and then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we make our last loop for our pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is it. Okay, let's recap. So we started making a V. We then chained 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Made another V in this V from the previous row. Chained 2. Made another V in this one. Chained 3. Made our last loop of our pineapple, which we chained 4. Chained 3. Made a V. Chained 2. Did a V again, right here. Chain 5, and our pattern repeats. And there you have it, row number 14. Okay, I am going to close row number 14. So I did my V. Now I'm going to crochet 2, 1, 2. I'm going to count 1, 2, and 3. Go how I've been doing it. Okay, there. Okay, now for row number 15, I'm going to make a V again in between these two. So 1, 2, 3, 1 chain to separate. Okay, there's our V. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to make 7 crochet sticks in between here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. one chain, and we make our V in between these two crochet sticks. One, chain to separate. Okay. And then we're going to crochet 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Grab our thread and put it in this V right here. And we're going to make a V. 1, okay. Okay. And then we're going to crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put our hook in through the last loop of our pineapple. Okay. And we're going to crochet 3. 1, 2, 3 chains. And we're going to make a V right here. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to crochet 3. 1, 2, and 3. Grab our thread or yarn and put it into this V because we're going to make another V. Okay, 1 chain, and then we're going to make our 7 crochet sticks right in here. And that's, you repeat the pattern. That's the pattern right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 chain to separate. Whoopsie. Grab our thread or yarn, put it in through this V, and we're going to make another V. Okay, there you have it. Row number 15. Let's recap. Okay, so we started by making a V in the previous V below. We separated with 1 chain. We made 7 crochet sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crochet 1 chain to separate. We made another V. Here, we crocheted 3, made a V, crochet 3 here, put our hook in through the last loop of our pineapple, crocheted 3 chains right here, made a V, crochet 3 chains, made another V, 1 chain to separate, and we make our 7 crochet sticks and 1 chain to separate, and you continue on until you reach the end of the row. Well, here I am. I'm going to close round number 15. So as you can see, I have crocheted my last 3. And I'm going to connect the round, which we count 1, 2, 3. put our hook in through the third chain, and then we put our hook again in through the next chain, and we pull it through, and there we are. We have finished round 15. Now to start number 16, we have finished the round number 15, and we are going to start round number 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1 chain for separation, and we're making a V like we've always done it. Okay? So then we are going to crochet 2, 1, 2, and we are going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to put a stick on top of the previous sticks that we made, but we're going to put a chain in between the sticks to separate. So I grab my thread, my yarn, and I put it in through on the top of the first stick, made a stick. Put one chain to separate, make another one on top of the second stick, and then we just continue this until we get to the last stick. One chain to separate, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the yarn that I bought to make this dolman with is not very long, so you're going to need a good fair amount of balls of thread. So I'll show you the yarn here in a minute after I'm done. Here we are with our 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sticks with a chain in between them to separate them. Then we chain 2, 1, 2, and then we make a V in the previous V below. Okay. So anyway, you're going to need a good, I would say 12 balls of yarn, depending on the size that you're going to be making it. Like I said, the thread, here it is. I have a ball right here. I mean, it's not that, here it is. It's not that long. It's only 125 yards, 114 millimeters, I think. So it's not a very long thread. You're going to need a couple of these balls of yarn. Okay, back to the pattern. So I have crocheted 2 and I made a V. Now we're going to crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab our thread, make another V right here. Okay, so we have made the V. Now we're going to grab our thread or yarn, however you want to call it, and we're going to make another V right here. Okay? So we have 2 V's that are together. No separation chain, just 2 V's. And we have finished our little pineapple. See? Okay. And then we crochet 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Grab our thread and put it in this V right here. And we're going to make another V. Okay. See? We're going to crochet 2. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. We're going to put a stick separated by one chain on top of the previous sticks of the last round. And that's your pattern repeat. And I'll go through with it again, so that way you can see what I did. We're here in our last stick. We're going to crochet 2, 1, 2, put it in through this V and make a V. Okay? There you have it. Round number 16. You'll continue this pattern until you reach the very end. So let's go through it one more time. We closed, and then we started with a V, 2 chains to separate, 1 stick, 1 chain 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 to separate. And we continued this until we got to the last stick. Now remember, you're supposed to put them on top of the previous sticks from the previous row. Okay, we crocheted 2. We made another V right in the previous V of the previous row. We crocheted 3, and then we did a V in this V down here. So here's this V. Then we did another V, thus finishing our little pineapple. Crocheting 3, made another V, crocheted 2, and then we did the sticks again. And that is your pattern repeat. See you at the next round.